Welcome to Revive All Ministries. Today I want to talk to you about Passover. We also have a special guest. It's Meow Meow. Okay, goodbye. Most of us know the story of Passover. The Israelites were still in slavery in Egypt, waiting to be freed. In Exodus 12, it says, "The following instructions were given to Moses and Aaron from Yahweh God. From now on, this month will be the first month of the year for you. Announce to the whole community of Israel that on the 10th day of this month, each family must choose a lamb or young goat for a sacrifice." The text says they could select either a young goat or a lamb with no defects. It had to be a male. They were to take some of the blood of the lamb and smear it on their doorposts. They were to eat it along with bitter salad greens and bread made without yeast. So significant was the event about to take place that God commanded that this event be the beginning of their new calendar year from here on out. Thus, the Israelite calendar begins with the month of Abib, later called Nissan. This corresponds to late March or early April. Now you'll remember that Jesus died on Passover on Nissan 14th, so Jesus died at the beginning of the new year. Think of that symbolism for just a moment. This event, including the sacrificial lamb and the blood on the doorposts, symbolized Jesus' sacrifice and delivering humanity out of sin to life. I mean, come on, he even died on the same date. There's no coincidences. Everything always pointed to Jesus in the Old Testament. The Israelites then were saved by the blood of the Lamb, just as we are all saved by the blood of the Lamb, Jesus Christ, now. As for the meal, the Israelites were instructed to serve the lamb whole and unbroken, just like Jesus' bones were not broken when he died. What was the meaning of the unleavened bread and the bitter greens? Back then, yeast was seen as a symbol of corruption, as it easily spoiled and turned moldy. Jesus used the example of this in Matthew 16, 6-12, regarding the corruption of the Pharisees. For the Israelites, partaking in unleavened bread symbolized eating something without corruption or impurity, which of course pointed to Jesus Christ, which they didn't realize yet, and a lot of them still don't. The bitter greens symbolized their bitter and severe bondage they experienced in Egypt. The Passover feast was given to the Israelites to remind them what God had done for them in Egypt, freeing them. But it was also pointing to Jesus, who would come thousands of years later to free the entire world. Jesus fulfilled the Passover when he sacrificed himself for us, as he was the true sacrificial lamb that Passover was pointing to the entire time. Thank you, Jesus, for your sacrifice.